What's up guys, it's Roger and welcome back to the channel. And today I'll be teaching you how to use your blink in Trials of Osiris on Wormhaven. Now Wormhaven is a pretty good map for our blink. There's a lot of open areas that we can use very well to get in and out of. There's the big old window in the middle where we can easily go in with an aggressive shotgun or SMG playstyle and get to flank on our enemies very, very well. There are some hallways off to the side and I'll teach you some blinks throughout this video that I use to get through those hallways very easily so you can replicate those in your own gameplay. But all of that is ahead of us. For now, why don't we go ahead and break down our build. So starting off, I'm using this bad boy right here, the Vigilance Wing. Now the Vigilance Wing is a high impact exotic pulse rifle, and this thing shoots 5 bullets with every burst. You can't go wrong there. If you get the catalyst, it will go full auto for you, so you definitely want to have that. This is one of my all-time favorite pulse rifles. I've been using this thing for years, and god, it took me like 3 years to get the catalyst on this thing. I am just so unlucky. You get it to drop by winning or just completing PvP matches, I think, and it took me so long to get, but ever since I got it, I've been very happy with it. It is kind of designed to work specifically for trials. You have our last stand right here. If you are the last person in your fire team, you get better weapon performance and greatly increased recovery when you're the last person alive right there, like I was saying. So that's very, very nice. So you definitely love this thing. Oh, hey, somebody in the clan just got me an engram, so thank you guys, appreciate that. Shout out to the clan, join if you want to. I'll show that before we go into the actual gameplay. So again, this thing is made when you're the last person and a nearby ally is killed. You know, you get health regeneration, increased movement speed. So when you're the last person in a fire team, this thing really slays out. And even when you're not the last person in a fire team, this thing still slays out, but it's really good for clutching rounds and whatnot. Definitely recommend it. And this can 2-burst so easily, you don't even hit all headshots because it shoots 10 bullets with 2-burst. Thing is absolutely amazing. Pairing with that, we're going to be using the Without Remorse shotgun. Now this is a shotgun that came out with this season, and we can actually craft this thing. You can see I have mine level 21, so I just unlocked a little title for it. That's pretty cool. And the role I have in mind is small bore, accurized rounds, hipfire grip enhanced, and enhanced fragile focus, and then extrovert. Now, I like fragile focus here. Every few seconds when you don't take damage, you get an extra 20 range added onto the next shot of your shotgun. So if you can blink up on somebody, surprise them, and take that shot, you get a lot of extra range. You can see our range is already at 72. Boop this thing on, and that goes up to 92, almost max range on a lightweight frame shotgun, which is very, very good right now because lightweight frame shotguns don't usually get opening shot. When they do, that can very much help them, especially in this meta where we just got a nerf to a lot of the shotgun ranges. And lightweight frames were struggling a lot when this season started, but this is something you can use to really get them back into that usable area, and I've been very much loving hipfire grip. I like to combine that with a free hand grip and just get those nice hipfire shots for when I need to, but I always recommend aiming down sights before you take your shot if you can manage to do it. Now, of course, with lightweight frame shotguns, we're going to get 20 extra mobility when we have them out in our hands and a 6.25% sprint speed bonus, which is very, very nice to have, and that's why I think they pair the best with blink. You take this thing out, and for instance, I am at 60 mobility, that'll take us up to 80, and we get that sprint speed bonus. So it's really nice to have, helps you get aggressive and take out those enemies flying in before they even know what hit them. For our heavy, I have the half-truth sword on with eager edge, so we can fly around with that thing, but there's a few times today, you'll see in my flawless card that I have out tomorrow that this thing was kind of whiffing this weekend. I don't know what the heck is happening, but there's been many times where I've hit somebody straight on and for some reason they're just not dying, and it's really been weird. I think it's just kind of servers, but what are you gonna do? That's just some Destiny stuff right there. Moving on from there, we have our mods. 2 pulse rifle targeting, so taking charge so we can get charged light. On our gauntlets here, I have quick charge and shotgun dexterity. This thing does not have quick draw, and it has 66 handling. So with these, we can basically get it to 100 handling and try to get that quick draw imitation, if you will, by really maxing out its handling. Quick charge is going to give us 20 handling, I believe, to anything we have equipped that is a shotgun or an SMG or a fusion rifle. And then the shotgun dexterity, of course, is just going to give us a little more handling on there. Or actually, I think the shotgun dexterities don't actually do your handling, but they reduce the actual animation time of you pulling out your shotgun, which is still very good. Anything that lets us get that shotgun out faster and shoot our enemies, we very much enjoy. But remember, with your Astrocyte Verse on, when you come out of a blink, it will boost your handling up to 100. So whatever gun you want to pull out when you come out of your blink will be instantly quick drawed out. After that, we have our chest armor here, just 2 unflinching pulse rifle aims, just because we want to make sure we get as little flinch as possible with our Vigilance Wing here. Down here we have the regular stuff, powerful friends. I just like to put a bunch of boosts onto my boots and get as much stats from them as possible. I have a submachine gun holster on there just because I didn't change it, and I'd probably change it to a shotgun holster if I was going to keep playing, which I will later on, but pretend that was a shotgun holster, okay? And last but not least, we have our bond down here. We have utility kickstart. This states that when your class ability energy is fully expended, you gain class ability energy, so you use your rift, and this thing is instantly going to give you some class ability energy back. We love to see that. I put 2 of those on because they only cost 1. Make sure your bond is stasis, and you can slap those those bad boys on, and little high energy fire, so when we get charged with light, we get that extra bit of damage for that. That is all of our guns and whatnot covered, so let's go ahead and hop into our Void 3.0. Alright, hopping into our Void 3.0 here, I do have a Nova Bomb Vortex on, just to shut down those Well of Radiances and Bubble Titans, as there are a lot of them this weekend. It is not capture point trials, but those players are still everywhere, so it's good to have that shutdown super, and if you want to use Nova Warp, you definitely can. But there's been so many snipers lately, and snipers are such a great counter to Nova Warp, it's been kind of hard to use Nova Warp, but this is a pretty good map for a Nova Warp, so if you want to try to use it on there, definitely recommend giving it a go. But a good old Nova Bomb Vortex is something we never want to pass down, because it's just a great option. Healing Rifts, Blink, Pocket Singularity, and then Vortex Nades. Now I was looking at what nades I wanted to use. I have been using Axions a little bit. Last weekend you saw that, go back watch those videos for last weekend's trials if you want to see me using the Axions, and I've been a big fan of Scatter Nades the past couple months, but I decided to go for Vortex. There's a lot of really good choke points on this map where people like to snipe from, use range from. A very good Vortex position can completely cut off those areas, cut off rotations, flanks, anything like that, or hold down an area such as the capture point spawning. If you go to overtime, this can be a very, very useful nade. Coming over here, we have Feed the Void and Clarence, or Child of the Old Gods if you want to call him that, but we call him Clarence around here, as you should know by now. That's going to give us 4 fragment slots, which we always want, and you can't go wrong with these 2 right here. Now for our fragments, we are going to have Dilation, as always, going to give us that fine-tuned radar when we do crouch, and we're going to be able to sneak faster. On top of 10 mobility and intellect, you cannot go wrong with those raw stats. After that, we're going to have Echo of Persistence. Void buffs applied to you will last longer. Heart of Hour is going to go from 10 seconds to 15 seconds, and our Overshield or invisibility we get from teammates will last longer as well. We are going to lose 10 recovery from that, so make sure you are keeping yourself at 100 recovery, because we don't want to go below there. After that, we have Echo of Remnants, so that's just going to make our Vortex nades last longer, which of course, just like I was saying, very good. We want these Vortex nades to cut off as much area as we can for as long as possible. So we combine that with the Echo of Remnants here, and we can do that for even longer. And finishing this off, we have Echo of Expulsion. I was going between Echo of Expulsion and Echo of Undermining. I like the weakening effect, but I don't like losing 20 discipline, because you really want those nades up as often as possible. The thing I was also noticing was that sometimes I was getting ticks of damage with the Vortex, and it just still wasn't weakening them. I thought this was quite weird, and so I decided just to go to the classic Expulsion, so when I do get those kills with any of my Void abilities, including the nade, we can get that extra little explosion, and maybe kill those grouped up players. We've covered all of that, so let's go over a few little things before we jump into the gameplay. Like I was saying earlier, we saw somebody get us a clan engram. Got a few players online, so somebody must have done it, right? So if you want to join the Blink Enthusiast, please go ahead. I would love to have you. We are filling up these pages here real quick. It's set to open. Go ahead to Bungie.net or the Destiny 2 mobile app, and you can join easily from there. Besides that, if you'd like to leave me a like at any point in this video, I'd very much appreciate that. Why don't we aim for about 80 likes on this video? I think it'd be pretty cool if we could hit that, so I'd really appreciate it. And we're on the road to 10K after just hitting 1K the other day, so if you'd like to join at any point and help us on the road to 10K, I'd very much appreciate it. But all that stuff out of the way, let's go ahead and jump into this gameplay. Now my strategy this weekend on this map was to sit back at a good range with my pulse rifle, take those range fights, and then make that measured aggression. And when I say measured aggression, I mean really thinking about the fact of, can I engage with this shotgun before going in? You're going to see me playing my radar a lot, like right now I'm playing my radar, watching for these guys. I see this guy, take some nice shots on him, my teammates both go down, so I slap a rift down really quickly after I kill this first kid. I knew I just needed to kill one person. When you're in a situation like this, make sure you keep your target focus on one person first. Don't freak out and start shooting 2 different people, because you need to just get that one kill, make it a 1v1 for yourself, and keep going from there. Now this is a Vortex nade I really like to throw straight up into that pocket, because people like to sit there with snipers and long range weapons quite a lot, and once you close that off, they would like to come outside. You're already outside and have good positioning, so just like that, they rotated around outside. I was easily able to take them out, started pushing forward with my shotgun to my teammate so I could help him out with the last one, but he was able to win his 1v1. Now on heavy rounds, I usually like to go inside, but you can also go outside depending on what your enemies have been playing like. See here, I was watching my radar, saw there was one in front of me, but also towards the window, and when I checked my radar there, they were really just on the window. Now he came back outside, so I was just watching my radar, and make sure when you're watching your radar, you get behind cover so you're not just standing out in the open without aiming down sights. I could have rezzed my teammate, but I saw my teammate going for him, so I decided to get aggressive and get some picks to help them out a little bit. Took that one guy out, was looking for the rest of them, kept watching my radar, saw him outside, and was not able to get shots on him until I went aggressive with my shotgun and mapped him pretty good there to take him out. Be careful if it is heavy round. Usually go inside and fight on it, because you don't just want to give them heavy for free. Now I like blinking outside a lot here. You could get there very, very fast, set up a rift, and just like this, watch your radar. I see there's someone on my right, but also up towards window. Blinking into window there is an amazing spot to really fight your enemy more than they ever expected. Vigilance Wing is a beautiful weapon for shredding Titan shields, and you can see right there, I'm beating the hell out of it. He runs away. I was going to follow him with some aggressive shotgun plays, but I decided instead just to wait with my range because I was outgunning him that entire time and I knew I was the better player, so I needed to just take advantage of that. I got aggressive here, and unfortunately he just kind of ran away, but I didn't want to launch myself into two people if my teammates weren't going to back me up, so I just got myself to back up and got ready with my pulse rifle. I still had 30 bullets in this, so I didn't need to reload, and I got really good angles on this guy. Took the first one out, still had 10 bullets, but decided to reload. I was looking for the last one, blinked forward, and just looking for him on angles. My teammates start shooting at him, and I finally get up behind him, give him a little punch to the ass cheek there, and take him out. Just let your teammates do their things, and be ready to fight around them. If they're going to pinch them right there, you take the flank since you're the solo player, and get behind those enemies. Looking at my radar here, I see there's somebody right in front of me, so I take shots on him, send clearance, and this is a great blink you can do right over that wall. People don't usually expect it, and you have cover the entire time you're running forward, so it's really good to do that. Keep that in mind. I landed on him, took him out with some shotgun shots, and you can see here when I'm checking my radar, I'm going behind cover. Keep your cover in front of you when you check your radar. Like I said, you don't want to put away your aiming down sights on somebody and then still be standing out in the open and just get smacked. I was going in here and saw this guy straight in front of me. Some nice headshots with one burst. You can see there 5 bullets is going to let you shred somebody pretty easily. Threw a no bomb on his body, but we won't show that. Blinking forward here, just getting towards the outside. Like I said, this is mostly where I played, probably about 60 to 80% of the time. Again, get that vortex grenade right there. You see it does some ticks of damage and holds them off. Most important thing is that it's cutting off the area there. My teammates were pushing me and I was kind of annoyed, but then I realized, okay, I probably need to get a flank because both my teammates are outside. If they wanted to play outside, I was going to go inside. So that's what I did. Slid in, took this one out, some nice shots, and then decided to get aggressive since both my teammates were alive and pushing with my shotgun. Hip fire grip does amazing on that guy, and lets me take out the second guy with a nice melee, pushing him into the wall. Now, this is the round right after that. You can see I already have a friend invite because that guy was so impressed with my plays. I turned it down because I don't usually just accept random invites, so sorry, Caden, but maybe next time, champ. You can see here I'm just holding back. I had to run away from that Wither Horde, and again from the second one, but I was honestly happy because we got both Wither Hordes out of them. That let us have so much more of openings that we could actually fight with. I was marked for Vengeance here, but I knew I could just keep taking my peeks. You can see me doing little crouches when I go to take those peeks sometimes. That's just to change my hitbox and throw off the enemies, but I knew I wasn't really going to outgun this hand cannon, especially since there was multiple enemies fighting me right there. So I backed up, threw a perfect vortex nade, and that closed off that area so he couldn't push anymore. And that's what I'm saying. Those vortex are really good for closing off those hallways and these areas like right in front of me here. This guy freaked out and I got some good shots on him. Took him out with watching my radar, saw this guy pushing behind me. Fragile focus there gives us that extra 20 range, which really helps me smack him. Nice melee, finishes him off. I was going to blink onto this last guy and take him out. My teammate kept pushing me around, and I kind of whiffed my shot. I was just like, oh god, please just die. One punch to his ass cheek was not enough, but a nice little void, pocket singularity, up his rectum, definitely finished him off. You can see here I'm just looking for these enemies, sitting in my rift, and decided to slide in and throw a Nova Bomb. This was 3-4, and I just wanted to get my super out since my teammates also had theirs, so we could get this round secured and move on to a 4-4. I pushed forward here, and this guy put a bubble down, and I just needed to push him because I saw my teammates both going in. He had a great Blade Barrage, and it finished that off. I got some Orbs of Power there, and it was a really nice round, very clean from us. Coming in here, I like to slide out here, put a rift on this position, and that helps you a lot with the head peeks and whatnot, but it helps you peek up towards the window a lot especially. This guy did not even know where he was looking, so I was able to take him out some nice shots. Took out my shotgun instantly, smacked this guy, and this is just to show you can blink through Titan shields. Remember, you can do that if you just blink straight through them, then you're not going to take damage from them, so always keep that in mind if you want to challenge a Titan, especially coming from under them right there. He really did not expect that angle. My teammate threw the round, but hey, what else do we expect? Coming into this round again, I'm just outside. My teammates are kind of grouping up on me, and I was a little annoyed, but you just gotta hold your ground sometimes. If they want to push you around, just do your best to ignore it. And I came around the side here. I wanted to push with my shotgun, and I noticed I was getting pushed behind me, so I was going to turn on him, but my teammates actually took him out before I even had to deal with it, so I'm glad they had my back there. I really appreciate that. I saw a Titan shield up top and decided I wanted to get aggressive on it. I was able to fly in behind him and absolutely map him real easy. Was looking outside for that last guy and saw him kind of flying around, so I did a pre-blink. When I say pre-blink, I mean look at them on your radar. You see where they're coming, and you know you can probably get behind them and to the side of them to an angle they're not going to be expecting before they even see it coming. So use your radar and get those beautiful blinks to get to an unexpected angle on them and then take them out. I was just holding here with my Vigilance wing, got clearance on him, which meant me really get aggressive and go in. They got that res, but I instantly smacked all 3 of them with some nice shotguns and melees. And you can see with this lightweight frames, if you can still get on top of them, of course it's going to do great damage. Just make sure you're hitting your shots, and you can do amazing stuff right there. Love putting my rip right here. It lets me hold the entire middle of this room, take some nice shots, and send clearance up there. My boy went off right here, and he picks up 2 kills. Throw out the vortex on top of those reses so the last guy can't get them, and then blink up to challenge the last guy. Whiffed my first shot like a dum-dum, but was able to remap him right there and take him out for a nice clean round 1 win. The round after that, you're going to see I come through this hallway, and this is what I mean. Take that blink right there. A little hop after you come through that initial doorway, and then a blink about half a second after, right when your arc of your jump starts going downwards. That will get you through the second doorway, and that's how you blink through that hallway, so just keep that in mind. You can see the Vigilance ring is amazing for taking those shots and just putting on a bunch of pressure. I come up behind him and flank him right there, but when I was first taking those shots, I just kept holding down because I knew if any of them peaked for half a second more, I could get the second burst off and easily take them off. Now I was pushing towards heavy here. Like I said, I like to contest it if it is inside, and I threw a vortex up there to block my right, and that way I could only focus on the left because they couldn't push me from the right anymore because my vortex was holding them back there. If they wanted to push it, they'd have to take a lot of damage, and I could snap up and kill them. I came back, got a real nice shot on him, got ready because I saw one more on my radar, took him out, and then saw one more when I was about to stop peeking there, got my shotgun out and mapped him when I came around the corner because I knew exactly where he was, and got all 3 for myself right there, like a greedy little boy. Coming through here again to the hallway, I think I do another blink through here. As you can see, jump on the arc, downward momentum there, you do your blink, and you'll go right through that second doorway. Peeking up to the top here, I saw all these enemies, and I was getting shot. And I was getting shot on this side, so I had to just blink up top, which let me smack this guy, blink to the side of this guy, missed my shotgun shot, but I kind of flew him up top with a teammate there. We took him out, some beautiful stuff going for us there. Again, I was just outside, put my rift down on this perfect little head peak location, and watching my radar. I'm just looking for them. My teammates are fighting them inside really well, and I decided I wanted to go around for a flank. I was watching my radar very fine, and my teammate had a perfect nade there that just blocked them all off, had them slowed, and I killed 2 with my shotgun there. And I did lose the last guy because he got behind me and I just couldn't watch my radar fast enough, but taking 2 out was fine enough, and my teammates were able to clean that last one up beautifully. Now I love peeking this outside. I was able to dust the one guy and backed up really quick with a blink. Use your blinks there, get out of trouble before you re-engage. 100 recov, you're going to heal fast. I got a nice vortex nade there on top of that Titan shield that pulled him backwards, just let me hit some more shots, and I was able to smack them pretty good. I was looking for them, and then this guy peeked at the perfect time. I was able to take him out with some nice shots, and then flying with the shotgun, we were able to clean this round up. You can see he's kind of like running away, and I just wanted to reload really quick. Maybe res the teammate, but luckily my teammate pushed forward and was able to get aggressive on him and finish that off. My teammates were in trouble here, so I blinked up from the outside, went onto this guy, threw a vortex nade there. You can see it taking a lot of damage, and teammate actually picks that kill up. Now, I saw my teammate go down, so I wanted to just rush with a shotgun, so that's exactly what I did. These guys were completely clueless. If you notice the enemy is clueless as you run up behind them, then don't shoot too early. Especially with a lightweight frame shotgun, get on top of them first, and then take your shots, because if they don't see you anyways, you don't have any risk to just waiting before you take those shots. Now here I put a vortex nade there, he's shooting wither hordes, but I just wanted to block that off and watch my radar, crouching intermittently so I can get my dilation radar, just in case they want to push to my left. I wanted to be ready. It looked like they were playing outside and up top, so I was just going to sit here on my rift, have my clearance, and take shots when I needed to. Like that, I got really good shots, and saw with my radar they were probably pushing to my left. I got ready and faced off with this guy. We did really good shots to each other, but he barely lived, but I decided I wanted to get aggressive on it. Now, I didn't get too aggressive because I saw they were right there on the radar and might have been able to outgun me, so I just threw my melee out, just pre-throwing it, and backed that fuck up because they wanted me bad. I came around this corner and saw this guy. He was clueless as all hell. Fragile focus gives me some extra range. A nice blink gets me out of trouble, and I throw a rift down. I saw this guy in front of me, so I pre-fired it when I came around the corner. He was 1 HP. Clarence unfortunately did not clean it up, but I decided just to stick my teammate's res, but I couldn't quite get it too well there, so I flew forward with a shotgun, took him out, and was going to blink back through that nade so I could get back to my teammate and help him out, but fortunately he won his 1v1, so I didn't even need to do that. Coming in these last few clips here, so I do want to say thank you guys so much for watching and all the support lately. I really appreciate it. If you like this video, then consider leaving me a like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you want to see more in the future. I will have a flawless card out for you guys tomorrow with my friends Cora and Lumina. As always, we try to do that every weekend, and this has honestly been a pretty fun weekend. I really appreciate you guys, and thank you so much for watching. If you want to see how to play this map better, I have a Blink map guide for this map, and I will try to leave that on the end screen for you if you want to go check that out once you're done here. I give so much free information in that video, how to use your blink perfectly on this map. So if you really want to learn that next level of how to use your blink on this map, I would suggest going and watching that video, as I gave some great knowledge there. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching, and let's let this last clip play out. I get an amazing shotgun play. But before I get there, I just go outside, take some shots at this guy, block him off with a vortex nade, and then 3-peek with my rift. I didn't really want to challenge them, and I saw someone up above me, so I blink forward, get around this guy to the edge before he even saw it coming, whip him with a fragile focus lightweight frame shotgun there, smack this guy with a shotgun blast and a melee. Watching my radar, saw this guy flying up and absolutely mapped him. All that being said, thank you guys for watching, and have a great day, Guardians.